welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at the new e.l.f. Cosmetics and Jkissa collection. I am so excited for this. The packaging alone is just so cool and so personal to Jkissa. I'm so proud of this collection, and for Jkissa, like, Jess, you did an amazing job. This collection just screams you, and I think that's what makes it super special, is because you know it came from her heart, and every little detail that, and like every thought that's put into it is just amazing. So congratulations, Jess. So getting into like packaging and stuff, this is a little PR box, and you see all these like really cute doodles and drawings that are like really personal to her. I absolutely love that. You open it up, and inside of the box is a picture of her eyes wearing her collection, her tattoo. Just, it's like very her, and I think this is an amazing picture. I do not want to throw this box away because it's so freaking cool. And then once you're inside, you have the beautiful products. On this side, she has like a little description of all the shades in the palette and why she named it that. I have just realized something this entire time. My J is just hanging out behind me. Okay, we're just gonna remove her for the time being. Let's get into the actual products that come in this collection. First thing we have is a blue eyeliner pencil, and then we have a really cool brown mascara, but it's not like your typical brown. It's kind of like a rusty brown. I low-key have always wanted mascara this shade, so yay. And then we have the eyeshadow palette. By the way, the packaging on all the products have these same little doodle designs from the PR box, and everything kind of has like a meaning to her, which I think is really cool. This is the inside of the eyeshadow palette. You have 7 beautiful shades in here. This one is a little bit larger because it's kind of like a highlighty shade, and I definitely want to pop that onto my cheeks as a highlighter as well. I kind of forgot and put a little bit of highlighter on, but we're gonna go in for more, because more highlighter, I mean, is there ever a problem with that? And then you have a little double-sided brush in here, and not a sponge, but a brush, which is also very exciting. So yeah, so first things first, I'm gonna take the highlight shade in here on a little brush, and I'm just gonna add more highlighter to my skin, because why not? Oh, okay, wow. Just gives you like that wet, dewy skin look. It doesn't look super textured, or it doesn't have any sparkles or like chunkiness to it. It just makes the skin look beautifully luminous. Like, I am really into this. Like, as usual, I don't really know where I'm going with the eye look. I do have to go to Trader Joe's later, so I was gonna do 2 different eye looks, but honestly, I don't think Trader Joe's is ready for that. So we're just gonna go. We're just gonna do stuff and see what happens. I'm gonna start off with this shade. It's called Mac and Cheese. Wow, I would love some mac and cheese right now. Ooh. We're gonna start off with this color in the crease. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to blow this out kind of and just really diffuse it out. By the way, my like eyelids and under eyes are incredibly dry today for some odd reason. This dang weather, so we're gonna ignore that. But so far, this shade is really pigmented, and it's going on really nicely, blending really nicely. It's a really cool shade. I think it's named perfectly because it's not a full-on orange color. It has like this creaminess to it, like cheese, like fake cheese. So I think the name is quite perfect for this shade. I'm gonna take the little brush that it came with, and I'm gonna take the same shade, Mac and Cheese, and this is gonna go underneath my lower lash line. Just really buff this color out. Every time I look up and I see her eyes, I just like, it freaks me out for a second. I don't know why, like that really threw me off. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of BFF, and that's gonna go into the crease. This shade's like a really interesting taupey brown shade, and this is just gonna deepen up the Mac and Cheese color, but not really, it's not like changing it, but as you can tell, it just made it a little bit darker, a little bit deeper. So far, I'm really impressed. It's been a while since I've used like actual e.l.f. eyeshadows, but maybe I'm missing out. I'm gonna dip into shade My Moon right here. It's kind of like a muted burnt burgundy shade, and this is named after one of her dogs, Suki, and it's kind of funny because both of our dogs look almost the same. They could be sisters, which I think is actually so adorable. So this is going to go into my crease, but I'm gonna bring it down to my lid a little bit. Okay, I'm loving all these colors together. I'm even surprised with my crusty eyes that the shadow is still blending nicely. Going back to the little brush that it came with, I'm taking the more like compacted small side and dipping into My Moon. I'm just gonna focus this on the lower lash line, kind of towards like the ends more. I'm just gonna pack this shade on. I'm taking a little bit of mac and cheese and I'm just going to add more of that like orangey tone to the crease and just bring it out a little bit. I'm gonna go back to the highlight shade, and this is called 23. With a little eyeshadow brush, I'm gonna apply this to my brow bone. What? Oh, I put too much. Like, this is amazing. This highlight just looks so like dewy and wet. I can't. This is my eyes right now with pretty much like the more neutral colors in the palette. You can definitely leave it like this, pop that highlight shade in the center of your lids, throw on some mascara and call it a day. I do want to play with the colors a little bit. I feel like I want to try to incorporate like everything in this palette. So we have these purple shades and then we have this lime green. What do I want to do? I'm gonna take a little bit of this lime green. It's called Alien. I'm taking that on a very small, dense little pencil brush here. And I'm going to place this kind of on my lower inner lash line and just bring it into the other colors we used. Ooh, this actually looks really cool. I'm gonna take this matte purple shade. It's called Danger. I guess I'm going to layer this into my crease, add some of that like purple tone in there. Can these shadows layer really amazing? I really like that purple. I think it definitely added something to the look. I'm gonna take that little double-sided brush again. With the purple, I'm just gonna apply that only kind of in the center part of my lower lash line. We are just experimenting right now, but I like low-key, I'm very excited and impressed with how everything is going on so far. So the last shade we have in the palette is called Sway, and this shade is, I believe it's the only, besides this highlighter, it's kind of like the only metallic shade, but it almost looks like a duochrome baby blue lavender shift, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a very subtle shade. It's like really bright and glowy. You can definitely like wear that as like a cool purpley highlighter if you wanted. I am going to maybe wet my brush and put that on my lids and see what happens. Actually, before I wet my brush, I want to apply this to my lids and just see how it does. I have so much shadow on my lids, so I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. Ooh, actually, oh, that's kind of cute. I am still going to wet it just because I want to see if it makes like the duochrome aspect of it pop a little bit more. Oh yeah. There we go. So lastly, I'm going to take the shade 23 and I'm just going to take a really small amount of this and I am going to pop this right in the inner corner, right in there for like a little extra pop of highlight. I'm going to move on to the blue eyeliner, and this is a really cool blue. It's not like royal and it's not navy. It's kind of like a deepened teal color. I'm first going to use this to line my waterline. Okay, wow, I'm actually so shocked. That glides in the waterline so nicely and so pigmented. I don't need to press hard or go over it 500 times. Okay, I'm quite impressed with this pencil. I haven't used an e.l.f. pencil in a really long time, but wow, that is so pretty. I'm also wondering if I should add a little bit of a blue liner on top. Let me experiment. I'll be right back. As you can tell, I decided to go for a wing. So all I did was apply the pencil to my top lash line, and with an angled brush, I went into the pencil, picked some product up, and kind of extended it out to create my wing. And it was actually really easy to do. I think it looks amazing. So now I'm gonna move on to the mascara. The color is so interesting. I'm gonna start with my bottom lash line just so I see what kind of color is depositing on my lashes, and then we'll like do the whole thing probably. Ooh, that looks really cool. I'm actually kind of curious to see what's gonna look like on my top lashes, so let's just go for it. Alright, so this is the finished eye look. I actually really like the mascara a lot. The color is so pretty. I find that it pops a little bit more on my lower lash line. I think it's also because I have a liner on the top, so you can't really see it that well, but it's such a pretty shade, and I really like the formula of the mascara as well. The shadows are beautiful. It's like super wearable, I feel. Even though we used a lot of colors, I would definitely use like those three like more neutral colors and that highlight shade like all the time. I feel like it makes like the most beautiful like neutral grungy eye. I am just gonna add a little bit more clear gloss to my lips because I'm actually kind of feeling that whole like clear gloss with the bold eye look. This is the Colourpop So Juicy Plumping Gloss, and this is in Princess Cut. It's like the clear one. This makes your lips look like they're made of glass. Honestly, it's gorgeous. I've had this on in the entire video. I'm just adding a little bit more. Like, look how pretty that is. Anyways, so this is the finished look. I am so happy. I am very, very impressed and very pleased. Congrats, Jess, on your e.l.f. collection. That's so super exciting. I can't imagine how excited she is. Before I leave you guys, I am going to share with you some arm swatches of all the products in the collection. That is everything. That brings us to the end of the video. Again, congrats to Jess on this collection. You did an amazing job. I am so proud, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know you guys' thoughts on this collection, and did you guys pick anything up, and what do you think? As usual, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, mesijesibeauty, Instagram, Makeup by Jesi. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so before you go, and also hit that little bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!